So then after that, I get a little bit of a reprieve, and then May 17th, John Wick, Chapter 3, I'm in. I remember seeing the first John Wick. Everybody was talking about it, and I saw trailers of it, and I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't super into it. I'm like, I thought John, I thought Keanu Reeves' time had passed as an action star. Like, yeah, whatever. We saw him in The Matrix. He's, Point Break. Those are great movies, but his time has kind of passed. Whatever. And I saw the trailers, like I said, and they were like, okay. And then I saw the reviews, and I saw all these, people on YouTube talking about it, and then my friends are starting to talk about it. And then I finally saw it, and I was like, oh, I am an idiot. I am completely wrong. Keanu Reeves is still very much a badass action star and can carry these kind of movies. I was totally wrong. And I've seen that movie, first movie, 4 or 5 times. I have it on Blu-ray. It's one of those things where I can watch that movie a million times and still be entertained. Especially the nightclub sequence when he's fighting, oh man. And what I loved about the first movie, and they carried over the second movie, and they'll probably do it in this one, is the combination, well, a couple things. I love a lot of things about that movie. But the combination of the MMA and the gunfighting, and also the fact that John Wick gets beat up a lot. Like, he takes a lot of punishment. And that's kind of refreshing to see in these big budget action films, because you're used to seeing, like Stallone and Schwarzenegger and these guys, they're big buff dudes, nothing can hurt them. But Keanu Reeves, he's not that big of a dude, so when he gets hit, and it's painful, and you feel, and the action is so visceral and so raw. And then Chapter 2 comes out, and I'm like, how can you make that better? How can you get even more over the top, make it more extreme? Oh, they find a way to do it. And then the scene in Chapter 2, which if you haven't seen it, muff your ears, because you're going to love it. Because they mentioned in the first movie that he killed, I think it was 4, they said 4 dudes with a pencil. He straight up murders your dude with a damn pencil in this movie. And it's so awesome, and it rocks. So now Halle Berry's involved in the third movie. And now what we've seen from Chapter 2, everybody's after this dude. I don't know how they're going to tell this story. But if you can't tell already, I'm in. I will be there day one. You are printing money. I'm going to see it. That's going to be a drinking game for this episode. You're printing money. But yeah, I don't know at all what's going on with that. And you know what? I'm okay with it. Bring it on.